Luke McDonald, we expect him to be available this week. Really exciting for us to possibly have Luke back in the side. Vital member of our team and our reigning best and fairest winner. So we've got our main training session tomorrow, and the hope is that Luke gets through that with no issues, and if so, be available for selection. Yeah, the good thing about Luke's injury is able to still train. You know, we had to limit his kicking, but in terms of running at speed, he was still able to do. So main session tomorrow, and gets through that, he'll play for us this weekend. Aiden got that injury against the Gold Coast. He actually played through a bit of pain that night. We felt that he probably could have been up for last week's game, but the risk to play Aiden with some other players probably coming back after rehab, we felt like it's too big a risk to take Aiden into the game as well. So we gave him the week off. He's got some really good training minutes into him, and he's in the same boat as Luke. If he gets through main train tomorrow, he'll be available for selection. Curtis Taylor received that concussion in round one. Obviously with the new rules, it ruled him out for 12 days. He's passed all the tests now, but we expect him to be fine, and he should be available for selection this week as well. Jed got the injury on the weekend. Had a lot of consultation this week around how we treat the injury. We've landed on the surgical route. It's unfortunate for Jed and unfortunate for us that he's going to miss a chunk of the season. You know, Jed wants to play every week, and we love him representing our footy club every week. He really, the way he attacks the ball and the opposition is what we want all our players to stand for. So he will get operated on Thursday afternoon. You know, we should be able to get him back after the bye. Jared's another one that got injured against the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, Jared's had a couple of recurrences now with the soft tissues, so we're still waiting to see the severity of the injury and how we approach his rehabilitation. So yeah, obviously with all players, we want them out there and be confident they're going to get through full games of footy, and the speed of the game at the moment has certainly gone up a notch, as I'm sure all our supporters have seen with some new rule changes. So we want to see him get through some training and get some evidence with his body before we play him again. So Aiden's now 11 days, I think it is, post clean out with the infection. So he's tracking really well. He had a surgical review the other day. So we got some good news there. We'll look to run him by the end of this week, with the hope that he might get some training minutes into him next week. Whether that makes him available for round 5, we're not too sure yet, but if not, we think he'd be available for round 6. Trent has obviously had the calf injury for some time now. He's tracking reasonably well in the latter parts of pre-season, and then had another recurrence. So he's been training really well. He's looking really fit on the track. We're really pleased with how that's coming along. He's got main training tomorrow, and post that we'll assess whether we start to play him in some minutes at the lower level. So that'll either be this week or next week. Charlie's recently had a surgical review. He's 10 weeks post-surgery. The fracture's healed really well. But as we said from the start, with an injury like this, and with the background that Charlie's had with some injuries in the year and a half he's been with us, we're going to take a really conservative approach and make sure that we don't progress him through his rehab until he's 100% ticked all these boxes. So Charlie's obviously been hitting the gym pretty hard. We had to be really careful with non-weight bearing on his legs. So recently we've been able to progress his strength work in the gym, full body, upper body and lower body. So although he's been out injured and not been able to be on the track with the players, he's still getting some benefits from his gym work. Robbie's progressing well, so for all those Kangas supporters out there, I'm sure they want to know that Robbie's going well, and I can assure you that he's recovering really well.